Yo, folded and gave folded and my daughters and Amy all got a early Christmas present just now. I couldn't do it, dude. I was like, please just open one. It's like I don't want to open one. I just want to watch you guys open one. You're I'm in the world's worst 15-minute short right now on paper. Oh God. The one that triggered way back here. So if this 15-minute here on ES inverses, I could see us dumping all this LRLR down here and ES running into the NWAG. But as long as we're bouncing out of there and bouncing out of this 15-minute, I'm still just kind of looking for longs. Man, that 5-minute earlier ended up working pretty nice. Figures it would trigger right when I end stream, bro. What's new? Who'd have thought? Tighten this up a little bit. But how's everyone else doing? Anybody else try anything out today? Anybody take anything today? Nothing? Wait, so you took... Oh, I see. Hey, man. I low-key see the vision. Not bad, bro. Not bad. See this for anybody watching? This my boy Jay, who has been learning to trade for like 2 weeks. And he's been in here and he's already rating setups. He's already telling me which ones are not good and which ones are good. And he's been in here for 2 weeks, bro. 2.5 weeks. He's getting it so fast, dude. So for anybody out there watching, I mean, Jay might be a phenom, so it might be a special case, but like we keep it easy to understand around here. So this wick came down, tapped into this 30-second gap over here. Pretty bullish reaction out of that, right? Sano's an A1 teacher. Help him out. Oh my God. You're so... Bro said help him out. Oh, dude, that's funny. We're getting Lucid promos dropped in the chat. Oh, dude. Dude, there's something in my throat. Dude, my bad. I started dying. Well, because Jay, he is learning and he's new and he chooses to trade prop firms rather than personal account. He's deciding to go with Lucid Trading as they are the best prop firm while using code OKNQ. Okay. Oh God. Dude, bro, he was talking to me about open up a Schwab account. I was like, bro, no. That's not what you're gonna do, bro. Like, I love you, but no, bro. I know you're your own man, but no, bro. That's not what you're doing. I respect your decisions, but no, you're not doing that. Let me make sure I'm on the right account. 6-4. Dude, that's wild. What up, Jay Brown? You take anything today? You used to trade options. Amy still does on occasion. So at this point, you guys, I don't even really know what I'm after. Looking at the way this is, I think I'm pretty committed. Pretty committed to waiting till the new year. Think I might have needed a reset break. Yeah, I used to work at a car dealership. I sold cars and I worked in finance. And sometimes I'd bang in a play, then I'd end up with a customer. I couldn't check my phone forever, bro. I'd come back and be down a crazy amount. Sometimes I'd be up, but dude, that was insane. That sounds terrifying. Dude, gold is honestly not bad. Like, you can catch good plays on gold still low key. Bro just knew what time the market opened. Free resource. With with options, I either take a play when I'm confident on major DOL or higher time frame inverses. Yeah. Another guy there traded as well. He gave me the thought to try. Oh. Yeah, sometimes ES is a little cleaner too. But you guys, I mean, I am loaded up. Obviously, I got my fundeds. We're all good, but I have to see something real amazing. Like coming back from lunch and seeing that we're like still in the same spot does not have me excited to try and press the button. So. No, I was eyeballing this 5 minute long here, but it didn't trigger until I got off stream. So it literally triggered like right when I got off stream and then worked. So I'm still flat, but you know, pretty much this whole morning, right? Like this whole morning, even though the price action is not that good, this whole morning still kind of went the way I was wanting it to, right? Like I wanted us to sweep the lows, I wanted us to tap the end log, and I wanted us to get the 5-minute long, and that's we got all those things. It just happened to be 5 minutes after I freaking get off stream that it triggers. So lame. But it happens, right? So right now, I'm not even really sure what I'm looking for. Probably would have wanted to fill the end log complete. So that's what I said too. I said that because when we were waiting for this 5 minute, I was like, man, it'd be nice if we dug a little more into this end log. So I was saying it'd be nice if we could dig more into the end log and then get ES to dump down too, right? So dig more, ES get the sweep, but right now we just got like bullish SMTs like crazy. So we're here, we're watching. It's hard to see myself really taking anything with the way that this is playing out, but you never know. We are inside like this double 5-minute gap. So I guess if we did manage to anyone beat my high score, how do I look? Yeah, if I can figure out how to look, I'll look. Homepage says launch mission. Hey, let's go. I got you, bro. Let's go. I got you one day. Yo. That's crazy. Dude, go to the chart. Damn, bro. That's kind of nuts. Oh, wait. It's just days. 276. Fire. Man, we need another duck race soon. What do you guys think? Hey, Amy. All right, I'll just DM you. Okay, sorry. I just noticed you and Amy never in the duck race. Are you scared? Nah, I just don't want to end up winning my own account. What up, Zevo? So every time I feel like we're going to start getting movement, we don't, and it's super cool. But, you know, it's better to be able to like identify this type of PA, and it doesn't like waste mental energy. Like, you know that there's literally nothing to watch, right? So how do we know when to start watching? Well, when we start making fair value gaps or when we start sweeping highs or lows. But right now we're not doing anything. So it's just better to wait for PA to improve. Even if we do get a setup, again, I would kind of need to see the overall price action quality improve, if that makes sense. Like, if we just randomly get some 30-second right now, I'm going to be like, okay. But if we're start putting fair value gaps, you know, we get some movement, we sweep this SMT, come down, hit the NWAG again, ES actually starts moving, and we can actually get some correlation going, then I'm going to like be more excited to trade. But right now, it's so hard because I want ES to inverse this 15-minute. That would be fire. They probably were, man. Contract rollover always messes with that. Oh, here goes my buddy that's been here for 2 weeks. He just said, it's respecting the F out of Midnight Open. Who is this guy? Where's a legend in the game? And he's in a 15-minute short that's about to work out. His TP's about to hit, I swear. He be doing this. All on his own, bro. What a guy, man. It's just casual, bro. It's just another day. You gave up on the 15-minute? Dang, rip. Bro, swapped accounts quick. Holy. It just sound like a stampede just went by the door. It's gonna go back up to 720ish, then finally dump through midnight open. Y'all heard it here first. 720ish. Okay, so this we're gonna mark out. We're gonna mark out 720 as J's DOL plus turn around point. What is this? You need a miracle right now? Wait, what are you in? You're buying? Yeah, why'd you call 720? Yeah, why you say that? Don't worry, we'll probably end up doing them here in the server, unfortunately. I don't mean to be the guy that hates on backtesting, but I just think that I'm bad at it and don't like it. Like, I just genuinely think I don't like it. I would rather tape read live market. Yeah. Well, so 720 is right here, right? So we got this big 5-minute gap. You were good but too selective with plays? What do you mean? Oh, backtesting? Dude, yeah, because it was so weird, bro. That was too selective because I didn't like it. Rebalance unfilled BPR, so get a push up into this BPR and reject. Yeah, could see that. Yeah. Some plays may not be as good as others. Yeah. Unless it fits the checklist. Bro, I'm still in the long. Holy. So here's the hourly close. Let's take a look at the hourly. The hourly, we have some. This is a pretty bullish looking wick, right? But on the hourly on ES, you know, there's still a lot of room to come down for ES. Oh, sorry, wrong chart. 1 hour. So the 1 hour is just being held up by this 15-minute, right? So kind of just playing in between right now. Show you how I find my draw on liquidity and daily bias. Okay. So I like to zoom out on the higher time frame to see if there's any higher time frame gaps that we could potentially be bouncing from or being held down from. So for an example, we have this 4-hour chart right here. We have this big 4-hour SIBI. I'm going to draw this out and say, okay, as long as we're with inside this SIBI, I could be open to what? Shorts. I could be open to a bearish bias, right? So then what's another thing I look at? Swing highs, swing lows. Okay, on the 4-hour chart, there's a ton of liquidity up here, ton of liquidity up here. So I can't be bullish to that liquidity until what? We inverse this 4-hour, right? And even then, there's still something that on the lower time frame could hold us down. Another thing I like to do is look for SMTs and look for perfect equal lows or relative equal lows, right? So when I see stuff like this, we have this perfect swing low that's inside of this fair value gap. We came really close to taking it, but we put in a bunch of relative equal lows right by it and then left, right? Well, now I can see this as a potential target on the higher time frame. Okay? You just basically zoom in time frames, right? And see, look to the left, see what gaps are we respecting. Are we respecting a bearish gap to the left? Cool. Might look for shorts. Are we respecting a bullish gap to the left? Okay, we'll look for longs. That's why, even though my bias might be bullish, right, I would rather us come down here and tap into this unfilled 1 hour before I look for longs. Why? Well, because we just swept this major buy side here, right? We have a bearish SMT, so ES couldn't make it up here. We're delivering from a bearish gap to the left. Okay, so my dream scenario, right, would be this. Why would this be my dream scenario? Because I draw my fib, right? Okay, so my fib would be down in premium, or sorry, down in the discount for longs, right? So then what? Go to my checklist. Do I see a 5-minute swing low anywhere? Oh, yes, I sure do. Or sorry, a 5-minute swing low that's delivering out of a gap that we bounced from once. Yes, we do. It's right here, right? So then I would switch or flip to my checklist. Whoa, bang, we sweep this 5-minute low. We have delivery. Maybe we get an SMT. Maybe we're in discount. And then we have targets to buy side, right? Because we have all the liquidity up. So that's kind of how I do that. So that's why I'm able to just be like, okay, what would be my dream scenario at this point? It's the same every time, right? Now, is that a little bit far? Well, yeah, it's like 230 points down. So am I expecting us to get a 230 point dump and then a long setup on Christmas week? No, probably not. But what I could see is us tapping into this NWOG again. How do I? Us tapping into this NWOG again so that ES can also reach down into the NWOG, right? Then maybe we try and look for longs that way. But as far as daily bias goes, I don't usually have like a daily bias. I might have like okay, I'm bullish, but that doesn't mean I won't take shorts. That'll be decided based on liquidity on the higher time frame, right? So if we have this big bearish SMT on the 1 hour, I would say, okay, well, I bet we get some sort of a retrace now, right? But then that's why if I'm bullish, that's why I'm like more like, okay, we'll wait for shorts to play out, then try and get along. I don't want to guess the shorts because my bias might be bullish, right? For Christmas week, it isn't that bad. I don't know, man. I think this is pretty bad. So another way I can determine our short-term bias, right? Well, look, here's the 15-minute time frame. Here's a 15-minute bullish gap. Have we bounced out of it once? Yep. Right? So unless we close below this, I'm looking for longs. Why? Because we're respecting this bullish gap. Then we came down here. We have like I guess it's a bullish NLOG. I don't know if you have a bias for an NLOG, but there's this NLOG, right? We bounce out of here. So I'm partial to longs. Even though on the 4 hour, we're respecting this 4 hour, right? I still look further down, and what do we have? We're respecting this. We flew out of here, right? Shot straight into this, turned straight around. So I'm bullish for now. If we close below this 15-minute here, I'm probably bearish back to the NWOG. So you can do that on any time frame. So there is this little tiny 2-minute right here that's been holding price down. Okay. So whether I'm looking at this for an entry or not, I can still use this gap the same way I'm using the higher time frame gaps, right? So I think if we close above this gap, well, then we'll be bullish to this high. It's the same thing on the lower time frame. So yeah. So, and as you can see, we're still just kind of bouncing out of this 15-minute. Now, whether or not we're getting a setup is irrelevant. You simply are looking at that to identify what we might do, right? So, if we come down, sweep these lows, okay, tap into this BPR right here, maybe I could look for a long, but I don't think we're going up before breaking midnight open, like I said. So, we're just not we're not doing literally anything, you guys. Anything. And this is probably just how it's going to be. But I would love if we inverse this 15-minute gap, come down, tap the NWOG again. So ES starting to look a little more alive. So one more minute until we get a new 15-minute close. Look at ES. $15-minute short would be cooking. Yeah. Do we got 20 more seconds? I just am waiting, watching to see if ES wants to inverse this gap or not. Dang it. That just reminds me that I need to find that other walkie-talkie. I lost it. Still moving pretty slow. This BPR is kind of crazy. VIX is currently at 14. So here's a new 15-minute candle open. Pretty nothing, actually. I would genuinely take any type of movement at all right now. It makes it so hard to it's so hard to try and like teach when it's like this, bro, cuz we're not doing anything. Sometimes I I don't know what to say. We're just respecting this 2-minute still, bouncing out of this 15-minute. We're not getting FVGs. It's just we get these like little random volume spikes and then it just dies out. You know, this is the best thing I can teach is to probably just avoid this most of the time. Definitely want to wait for cleaner price action. Like that's the best thing you can do. Man, this is making you sleepy. Yeah, same, dude. It's so dead, man. It's super dead. It's also this little 30-second right here, right? Look how we could barely wick into that earlier. And we bounced out of it a lot here, right? And what's everybody struggling with right now? Energy. Same. I feel like the market's on the same page as you. The market is also lacking energy. Let's take a look at Forex Factory real fast so we can see, do we have anything tomorrow? Tuesday. We have prelim GDP, so maybe tomorrow will be a little bit better. And then Wednesday we have unemployment claims. So maybe the last 2 trading days will be the better days. So tomorrow and Wednesday, maybe just Wednesday morning, you know. But man, you guys, this is so dead. And you know what's crazy is When stream ends, I almost guarantee it'll start picking up. As soon as I stop streaming, I almost bet it's out of here, dude. Was the short bad, which DD took? I didn't think it was bad, which I don't know what he took, to be honest. Yeah, I really don't know what it was, so. Let me go look. No, honestly, I thought about that too. I wanted to take that too, but I was kind of more partial to long, so in the moment I wasn't really even considering it. Like I was kind of waiting for shorts to play out. But I did definitely highlight it when it was triggering. So I definitely considered it. I can't lie. It was a good setup. It's just kind of like, for my criteria, what does it require? A sweep of a 5-minute high or low. Well, right here we didn't have a sweep of a 5-minute high or low, so I wasn't even in the moment. I was not even like thinking about that. I'm trying to get good at sticking to my checklist as far as actually getting in a play. But this had everything except for the sweep of the 5-minute high. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it was at 10 a.m. Yeah, that's the play I was just talking about. But their targets down here were good. Like there was no real gaps that should have slowed it down. So, yeah. Just like, let's think about this, right? This we dump, right? Immediately it opens, sweep all of this, okay? Then we push up, don't sweep anything else, and then get a setup to target all these lows again. Like I was kind of not expecting that to happen, honestly. I didn't think that we would turn around and go for those lows again like that after sweeping like that. Yeah, there wasn't really anything at open that was like super valid, but the 1 minute right here at 10 o'clock was good. I wonder if I should just take a screenshot of it and say I took it. Oh man. Where'd you learn that trick? Anyway, so now we're starting to get a little bit of movement, I think. Pushing up into this little 5 minute. We're dude. Um, looks like we're about to start reaching up for the BPR, right? And then we just freeze. Like we still aren't getting any for value gaps. Sure, we moved. Bro, you guys, if it takes 20 minutes to move 20 points, that is not good. Like it should not take that long for us to move that amount. So, see what I mean when I'm like, I need overall price action to improve? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. Is because why is it taking us so long to move so little? BPR, balanced price range. So when we have, see this, we have this big bullish candle, and then we have this bearish candle that just goes straight through it. So with overlapping FVGs, that's a BPR. They're strong. Yeah. Be right back. So ES looks way more bullish than NQ, right? I see. I see. So the 5-minute long that we were looking at on NQ actually sent ES to break the AM high. So we technically have another bearish SMT here. Right. If the 217 long wasn't 2 points, I would have took it. Oh, this one down here? Yeah, I was looking at that and I was going to say if that breaks, we should go up to this high, but it's not. There's a bullish SMT. Yeah, there is a bullish SMT down here too. There's a bullish SMT here, and we also have bearish SMT with the 930 open. So we got a double SMTs going on here. Plus we have an SMT with this hourly high, a bearish SMT with this hourly high. Oh no, we don't have that anymore. Never mind. So we don't have that one. We just have the SMT with the 930 wick. Or the 930 open. Kind of pushing up through this 5-minute. BE could be here. It's mid. Let's see if this 5-minute wants to hold us down or not. I hope it does. Yeah, so when ES took out the 930 high, it also broke the hourly SMT. So the hourly SMT is gone. We just have this SMT with the opening high now. And the bullish SMT down here, which is really nice. Everything is so slow moving, dude. It's like, what about the way these candles are moving makes me want to trade this? Nothing. Genuinely nothing at all. Like, bro, I don't want to get in a play for it to dick around like this. I want to get in a play for it to rip. We're not doing anything. There's no movement. It takes 30 minutes to go 25 points. Yeah, exactly. Have it start working and then wick down and hit your BE, then work again. Had it happen so many times trying to trade PA like this. Yep. Isn't Lucid trading just the same thing as Alpha pretty much? What's the big advantage of Lucid over oh boy. The Lucid is way better. So Lucid is a one-time fee, not monthly. No activation fee. So there's that. And the Lucid Flex accounts have no consistency rule and no buffer zone on your fundeds. And the payout rules are better. Do they run discounts at Lucid? They sure do. Right now, it's 40% off the 25K and 50K Lucid Flex or Pro accounts. 50% off your first two if you're a new user. No, it's 50%. Yeah, it's 50%. But there's a hidden gem, okay? So there's a hidden gem with the payout rules, okay? After your first payout, right? After you get your first payout, your pay cycle starts over. All you need is $550 days, okay? And you only have to be in profit a minimum of $1 during that payout cycle in order to request a payout again. So even if you have not the best payout cycle, as long as you profit $1, you can request from your profits still. Is it 50% of profits on Lucid Pro and Lucid Flex? Yes. It's yeah. Well, no, so the Lucid Pro accounts work more like Apex accounts. So you have to be like over the buffer and you can request anything over the buffer. Up to $2,000. Both accounts are up to $2,000 each payout. So it's like no, it's not a profit share. It's just that much that you can request out. The profit share is 90-10. Their payouts are insanely fast. I made a payout request video and from the time I submitted my request to them receiving it, approving it, and sending the funds was less than 40 seconds. So you would use the rest for your buffer zone, right? So let's say you're in profit 4,000. Right? Let's say you're in profit 4,000. You request your max, which is up to 50% of your total profits, up to 2,000. So let's say you take out your 2,000, right? Now you have 2,000 left for your drawdown, right? But in Flex account, you don't need a buffer. Exactly. So this is what's good about the Flex accounts, right? Let's say you go through your next payout cycle, you get your 5 winning days, but you only made $1, okay? So now you're at 2001. Technically, you'd still be able to request up to 50% of this, even though you only made $1 in that payout cycle. So you can still request 50% of this. Obviously, it would leave you with only, $1,000 in drawdown, right? But that's still a cool rule because it makes it easier to get to your next payout. And there's no consistency rule. So one day you could just have a $7,000 day, 5, 6 step, 4, 1,000, 2,000, whatever. You could have a big banger day. And then you don't have to worry about consistency rules. And it makes it easier to just keep requesting money out of the account because you'll already be in so much profit. So all you need is your $550 days, and then you can just keep requesting 50%, keep requesting 50%. And yeah, 5 accounts at once. They also do 5 live accounts. Yeah, every 5 trading days you could request every $550 days. Sorry, not just trading days. Every $550 days. Am I giving away a Lucid? Not right now, but I could. I might soon. I feel like I need to update the graphic actually. Apex makes you think you need 20, but they just do that because people blow them all the time, for real. So we are pushing down to inverse. We just inverse this 1 minute gap. Okay. There's not really. Oh, never mind. I'm not even going to point that out. It's literally 2 points. And they do 5 live accounts too. So if you do go live, you can have up to 5 live accounts with us, which is kind of cool. So this 5 minute never triggered, which is fine. Honestly, I don't want it to. I'd rather us manipulate down one more time. I want ES to dump more. But ES just looks like it wants to keep pumping. And Q's just like slopping around. You know, like days when it's slow like this, it kind of sucks. But at the same time, I mean, it makes it easy because we know just avoid it. There's nothing we could do, you guys. If there's trades that you see and you want to give them a try, I get it. But I tell you what, I barely am. Yeah, literally, I'm like, there's no way. When you give away, it brings you great gem to pass your accounts. What? I mean, I've definitely done several giveaways. I've given away probably 6 accounts total. Thoughts on Lucid Direct? Is it any good? I've considered it, honestly. Like, if you're just one of those people that doesn't want to deal with evals and stuff, then you know it does make sense. But I just don't really like the low consistency rules. You know, it's like 20% or something. Yeah, 20%. I mean, I'm sure it's fine. It just depends on your style. I think Nate tried the directs. I don't know how those went for him, but what does this mean? Lucid scale daily loss limit. Oh, so when you start getting in profits, so when you start building up your profit buffer, your daily loss limit gets bigger. Pro is better. Yeah. So like your daily loss limit initially starts out at 1200 on a 50K, right? But as you get more in profit, it'll go up. So you'll have a bigger daily loss limit. Lucid Pro is the exact same thing as Alpha? No. Lucid Pro is a one-time fee only. Yes, it's no activation fee. And I guess it's similar. It's similar to an Alpha Zero, but dude, you can't beat a one-time fee, bro. Like, Having to pay one time is so fire. You can just take your sweet ass time and it doesn't renew. So it's kind of hard to beat that. Plus the let's see, consistency is use code OKNQ at checkout, by the way. Exactly. Payouts, so you only need $500 days on your pro account. Plus you have to be above your buffer. What up, Franks? But I never really trade evals. I only pass them with CPI. I hate wasting time on evals. Yeah, that's fair. The Lucid accounts, they have no news trading rules on eval or funded. Just to throw that out there. On the Lucid, yeah, on all these, there's no news trading rules. Let's see. Permitted activities, news trading. Allowed without restriction. Traders may enter or exit positions around scheduled or unscheduled news events. So it's literally like go for it, but it's just at your own risk. So news trading is allowed without restriction, it says right here. So that's kind of fire. Man, doing that with a Lucid Flex account would probably be the wave, bro, because the no consistency rule. Dude, imagine just full porting CPI on fundeds with no consistency rule. Oh, shit. Hold up. New strat. That's what you do on your top steps. Easy money. Hello, casino. So we're tapping into this 15-minute gap here. We're coming up into a macro time. Let's see if we can get anything going. Oh, and also Goldgenics. When you pass your Lucid evals, you can activate the pro accounts like within 20 minutes and trade them the same day. Like from the time you pass to it activating is like 30 minutes or less, and then you can trade it. So we have a ton of LRLR down here. I'm going to cop some Lucid Flex. If there's no news and no consistency, that's fire. Yeah, bro. Genuinely. Like I am maxed out. Oh, so wait. So your Lucid Flex evals are 50% consistency rules, just so you know. So your Lucid Flex, I forgot to mention that. The Lucid Flex evals are 50% consistency rule, but no consistency rule on funded. Yep. Just wanted to clarify that. Oxano, am I a casino? What? Am I a casino, bro? What do you mean? I'm just a guy, dude. Someone just asked me if I'm a casino. What? Five top step, 50Ks, full port every CPI, easy 10K a month as long as you're conservative rest of the month and just stack your winning days. Yeah, that's fair. As long as Project X is working. I'm biting my tongue. Exactly. That's funny. So we just inversed this little 5-minute down, but there's just this big 15-minute here. You do both sides, buy and sell stop orders, and set the limits 30 to 50 points ahead so it auto fills you. CPI 90% of the time doesn't wick. Yeah. Do most people use Tradeovate? I don't know. What do you guys use, chat? You guys on Tradeovate or Project X? What do we use? I use Tradeovate accounts, Project X, whatever I tell you to use. NFP is sketchy, and so is PPI, but CPI is most CPI is almost guaranteed 100-point pump candle every time. That's just like pretty much every time. Like shit. Might have to get my evals passed on Wednesday like that. I'm kidding. Tradeovate because I like to log in every day and be able to trade. That's so funny. Oh yeah, we know the strat. Yep. But I needed my own vibe. Yeah, he's definitely the bro. So if NQ does end up inversing this 8.15 minute gap, holy, somebody turn the charts off. Dude, I need to find this other walkie-talkie. It's stressing me out. Are they with the neighbor kids or are they out there by themselves? They are? Oh, okay. So there's a ton of LRLR down here and this SMT. Ton of LRLR down here. Yeah, for sure. Oh, yes, dude. I freaking chefed up. I chefed up on that thing, dude, and it was fire. Literally. Meme inbound. A grill meme? That could be sick. They made a snowman and are begging to let their friend come play inside. And I'm like, your daddy's working. No, we're not doing. Wait, is it just one friend? Was it just the Doug's? Was it his granddaughter? No. What is it? I don't think his kids have kids, do they? Step granddaughter? Yeah, I'm not sure, honestly. Niece? Yeah, I don't know. Because I thought he said his kids were only like 20 something. So I doubt they have like a 9-year-old or however old she is. Yeah, they were so good, man. Oh. Yeah, dude. I think I might end stream here. We're not gonna get shit. And then this 15-minute triggers and dumps 150 points or what? Anyone shorting off the 15-minute inverse, dude? I hate to say it, but I'm thinking about it. I mean, we have delivery. We swept this 5-minute high. The gap is pretty small, but yeah, for a 15-minute gap, that's freaking tiny, man. That's crazy. Dude, but I feel like this might work. So there's the 15-minute. I'm not trusting any of this shit. And I'm ending stream here because it's 12, so I'll see you guys later, okay?